The World Games are coming in July of 2022. Sumo, softball, lacrosse, sport climbing, powerlifting, and more. This is the new generation of sports. Tickets are on sale. Buy today at twg2022.com.
It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the morning edition. This is for Monday, the 16th of August. I'm James Spann. All eyes, of course, are on Tropical Storm Fred approaching the eastern Florida panhandle. That will be affecting mainly the east and southeast part of Alabama over the next 24 hours. A lot to talk about. The tropics are active. Here we go. First off, the big picture across the continental United States. This is at 500 millibars, about 18,000 feet off the ground. Mid-latitude westerlies in Canada. A little weakness allowing Fred to come north-northeast. And that was the radar composite early this morning. About 4:30, you can see rain falling over northeast Alabama. They've seen some really big rains up in Jackson County for the past 18 hours or so. A flash flood warning in effect there last night. Temperatures are mostly in the 70s. We're expecting highs in the mid to upper 80s today, with clouds increasing as Fred approaches. Here's the watch warning map. We have a flash flood watch in effect for parts of east and southeast Alabama. This is in the broad area from near Roanoke down to Andalusia, Geneva, and Troy. That's where the heaviest rain will be for the next 24 hours. And, of course, a tropical storm warning in effect for parts of the Panhandle and southeast Alabama. That's where winds could exceed tropical storm force. If you're in Andalusia or Enterprise, Dothan, Ozark, you could see winds maybe gusting to 40 miles an hour as the system comes on through. This is the severe weather outlook through tonight. Got a marginal risk back in the southwest. And, of course, around here we have that risk in association with Fred. A marginal risk from near Interstate 20 in Cleburne County all the way down, again, to Andalusia, Geneva, and Dothan. There's a slight risk, level 2 out of 5, around Dothan and Ozark. And this is for the possibility of a few brief, small, isolated tornadoes. And I'd say clearly the better chance of that would be down in the Dothan area, so just be aware of that if you're in southeast Alabama through tonight. Then tomorrow, a marginal risk over parts of Utah and pretty much the same area on day 3, which is Wednesday. This is the rain for the next 7 days, and of course some big numbers down here in the southeast, a lot of this, but not all of it because of Fred. And again, this is through 7 days, and this is suggesting southeast Alabama could pick up about 5 inches of rain. Atlanta could pick up about 5 inches of rain, and the amounts are lighter off to the west on the drier west side of the circulation. So here's the infrared satellite look at Fred this morning. Top winds as I do this update, 50 miles an hour. Might be a little higher by the time you watch this, moving north at 9. And it clearly is trying to get its act together, but it's still fighting some shear in the northern Gulf. This is the radar presentation coming from Tallahassee. Again, clearly looking better organized. And obviously it's going to be a big one-day wet down for our friends in the Panhandle. But again, the weather down there improves tomorrow in case you're beach bound. Track from the Hurricane Center brings it on up toward Destin, Fort Walton Beach, Panama City. And remember, the tropical storm's not a dot on a map. There's a lot of rain, and the big impacts will be along and east of that track center. Storm surge east of Indian Pass could be 3 to 5 feet, 1 to 3 feet west of Indian Pass. And again, this thing will be out of here by tomorrow. So let's look at the other system to watch. This is Grace, which is currently south of Hispaniola. Here's the latest track from the Hurricane Center. The adjustment to the south continues. This will now likely stay south of Cuba. And the Hurricane Center does believe this will survive, and it should, based on this track. It could clip the Yucatan by late Wednesday night or Thursday morning, and the system coming toward the coast of Mexico, south of Brownsville, Texas, by Friday night. Here's modeling on Grace, and again, pretty good agreement with the NHC. Some of the guidance members bring it farther to the south, but one way or the other, this does not look like a central Gulf of Mexico problem, a central Gulf Coast problem for us. And the intensity guidance on Grace, most models keep it a tropical storm. A few ramp it up to a Category 1 hurricane by the time it reaches Mexico in 5 days. And another is on the board. Tropical depression number 8 is east of Bermuda, and this thing will likely do the hokey pokey out here, kind of circling Bermuda. And then this thing kicks on back out into the open Atlantic with no threat to the United States, but obviously Our friends in Bermuda will have to watch this. This one's going to be called Henri. This will be the H storm if this gets a name. So let's go to the GFS. This is the 06C run valid today at 4. You can see troughing north and west of the state, and Fred is pretty much on the coast this afternoon. This is the high-res NAM at 4 o'clock, suggesting Fred would be just south of Destin, Seagrove Beach, Rosemary Beach, and Panama City. Rain moving up into southeast Alabama. And away from that, there'll be a few scattered storms about today. If you're in other parts of the state, kind of a typical summer day. And again, clouds will increase statewide with highs mostly mid to upper 80s. Midnight tonight, Fred coming up through southeast Alabama. And again, at this point, there could be a few brief isolated tornadoes east of the circulation center over southeast Alabama. And this is kind of suggesting the bulk of the rain tonight at midnight would be east of a line from near Gadsden down to about Andalusia. This is tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Rain continues mainly east of Birmingham, over east and northeast Alabama. Don't expect a tornado threat at this point, just good old-fashioned rain. And then by 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, the rain is pretty much over. So the bulk of the rain tomorrow should be east of I-65, although there could be a few isolated showers to the west. This is Wednesday. Fred is gone, kind of a typical summer day. Scattered showers and storms about with some sun. Same thing Thursday. Pretty soupy air mass, so we might see scattered to numerous showers and storms. And this is Friday, pretty much the same thing. Highs, I'd say 87 to 90 each day over the latter half of the week. Weather for the weekend, not changing much. This is Saturday, a mixture of clouds and sunshine with scattered showers and storms. And Sunday, same thing. Highs for the weekend, again, 88 to 91. And a week from today, Monday the 23rd, got an upper high building in from the west, and that looks kind of typical for August. Hot, muggy, scattered storms. Let's go out 10 days. Wednesday the 25th. Again, the main wave action to the north, and again, that looks pretty quiet. Rain for Birmingham off the European ensemble, the mean between 2 and 3 inches between now and the end of August. Temperatures, I think we'll do mostly upper 80s this week, and then next week probably low 90s. And the CPC outlook, August 23rd through the 29th, temperatures would be a little above average if this verifies. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3 o'clock this afternoon. If you can't catch us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless. Hey, this is James Spann. I think one of the best parts of my job, getting to do weather programs in schools. During regular times, I'm in a school once or twice a day, teaching students, mostly in elementary schools, things about weather and science. It's a really great part of my job. In fact, if I wasn't a television meteorologist, I would be a third-grade science teacher. But one thing I've noticed over the years, some children, not all, but some, develop a genuine fear, a phobia of weather, especially thunderstorms and tornadoes. To offset that, I commissioned a couple of creative members of my family to write a series of children's books about weather. And the first one is out. Benny and Chipper, Be Prepared, Not Scared. Your kids will absolutely love Benny the Bear and his best pal, Chipper the Beagle Dog. It's a really good read about thunderstorms and tornadoes and how it's okay to be a little afraid, but you don't have to be really afraid. As long as you're prepared, you understand them, you know what to do, and you take care of yourself. Information is very powerful, and that starts a process of kids overcoming that fear. And this book is a really good read for any elementary school student. My friend Ginger Z of ABC News in New York, the chief meteorologist there, wrote a foreword here. Jeremy Davis, an illustrator, really makes Benny and Chipper come to life. It's a great read, and your kids will love it. I would encourage you to get a copy, and we'll have future books with Benny and Chipper about things like thunderstorms and the science behind them, tornadoes, and hurricanes. So get your copy today. Right now it's available online at Spann Book, with 2 N's, spannbook.com. And you'll see some other cool stuff there as well. Benny and Chipper, Prepared Not Scared. Get your kids a copy today.